12 years of school, maybe 16 if you went to college, you learn geometry, you learn the Civil War, you memorize the periodic table. But nobody, not one teacher, not one class, ever sat you down and explained how a credit card actually works, or how taxes come out of your paycheck, or what compound interest does to your debt while you sleep. That wasn't an accident. That was a choice someone made, and that choice has cost you more money than you realize. Here's what most people don't know. Only 23 states in America require any financial education in high school. That means more than half the country graduates without a single lesson on money. And even in states that require it, the curriculum is surface level. Balance a checkbook. Don't spend more than you earn. That's it. Meanwhile, you're signing up for student loans at 17. You're getting credit card offers in the mail at 18. You're filing taxes for the first time with no idea what a W-4 even means. The system hands you the most complex financial tools in the world and gives you zero instructions. According to the National Financial Educators Council, the average American lost $1,819 in 2022 alone due to lack of financial knowledge. That's not opinion. That's self-reported. People know they're losing money. They just don't know how to stop it. And that gap between what you need to know and what you were taught, that gap is where the system makes its money. There are 4 critical money concepts you should have learned before you turned 18. And they're not complicated. The system just never bothered to teach them. The first one is compound interest, not the textbook definition, the real version. When you owe money on a credit card, the interest you don't pay off gets added to your balance. Then next month, you're charged interest on that new bigger balance. Interest on top of interest. It snowballs. A $3,000 credit card balance at 24% interest doesn't just cost you $720 a year. It grows. Every month you carry that balance, the hole gets deeper. And the banks know this. That's why the minimum payment is so low. They want you to carry the balance. The second concept is your tax bracket. Most people think if they earn $50,000, they pay one flat rate on all of it. That's wrong. The first $11,000 is taxed at 10%. The next chunk, up to $44,725, is taxed at 12%. Only the portion above $44,725 is taxed at 22%. This is called a marginal system. It means getting a raise never actually loses you money in taxes. But most people don't know that. So they turn down overtime or side income because they think they'll jump to a higher bracket and take home less. That misunderstanding alone costs people thousands every year. The third concept is inflation. Your money loses buying power every single year. If you have $10,000 sitting in a regular savings account earning 0.5% and inflation is running at 3.5%, you're losing 3% of your purchasing power annually. Your balance looks the same, but it buys less. The fourth concept is the time value of money. $1 today is worth more than $1 10 years from now. Every year you wait to save or invest, you lose time that can never be recovered. Now let's put real numbers to this, because this is where it gets painful. You make $50,000 a year. That's about $4,167 a month before taxes. After federal and state taxes, you take home roughly $3,500. Now here's where your money actually goes. Rent takes $1,200. Car payment takes $400. Car insurance is $150. Groceries cost $400. Utilities and phone eat $250. Student loan payment is $300. Credit card minimums cost you another $150. That's $2,850 a month. Gone. Before gas, before clothes, before anything fun. You have $650 left, and that's supposed to cover everything else in your life. Now let's zoom into just the credit cards. You have $5,000 in credit card debt at 24% interest. You're paying the minimum, about $100 a month. At that rate, it takes you 22 years to pay it off. 22 years, and the total you pay is $13,000. You borrowed $5,000 and paid back $13,000. The bank made $8,000 off you. Now zoom out to your entire life. According to data from the Federal Reserve and lending industry reports, the average American pays $138,888 in interest over their lifetime. That includes mortgages, car loans, student loans, and credit cards. $138,888. That's not the cost of the things you bought. That's the fee you paid for not having enough cash to buy them outright. If you took that same $138,888 and invested it over 30 years at a 7% average return, you'd have over $430,000. That's the difference between retiring with something and retiring with nothing. One is the path you were never warned about. The other is the path nobody showed you existed. So why didn't they teach you this? Because your ignorance is profitable. Credit card companies made $105 billion in interest income in 2023 alone. That money comes from people who don't understand how interest compounds. Student loan servicers make money every single month you stay in repayment. The longer you take, the more they earn. If you understood amortization, how your early payments go mostly toward interest, not principal, you might pay extra, and they'd lose revenue. Auto lenders profit when you focus on the monthly payment instead of the total cost. A dealer can stretch a $25,000 loan to 84 months, and you think it's affordable because the payment is $389. But you end up paying $32,700 total. They made $7,700 on your confusion. Even the tax system benefits from your ignorance. The IRS says 75% of Americans overpay their taxes every year because they don't understand deductions and credits they qualify for. That's your money, going to the government as a free loan, that they return to you months later with no interest. The entire financial system runs smoother when you don't ask questions. Banks, lenders, insurers, and credit bureaus all profit from the gap between what you know and what you should know. Financial literacy isn't just personal improvement, it's self-defense. Now, the most common objection is this. You'll hear people say that financial education wouldn't change anything because people would still make emotional decisions. And honestly, there's some truth to that. Knowing how a credit card works doesn't automatically stop you from using it. But here's what the data says. A study from the University of Wisconsin found that people who received just 10 hours of financial education reduced their debt by an average of 16% within 2 years. Not perfection, progress. Knowledge doesn't guarantee good decisions, but ignorance almost guarantees bad ones. So here's what you can do. Starting right now. Step 1. Learn your actual tax bracket. Go to the IRS website. Look up the current brackets. Figure out where your income falls. This takes 15 minutes, and it might save you thousands because you'll stop overpaying or fearing raises. Step 2. Automate your savings. Open a high-yield savings account. Set up an automatic transfer of $200 a month on payday. You'll adjust to the missing money within 30 days. In 1 year, you'll have $2,400 in savings without thinking about it. Step 3. Attack your highest interest debt first. List every debt you have. Sort by interest rate. Put every extra dollar toward the highest one while paying minimums on the rest. This is called the avalanche method. It saves you the most money mathematically. These 3 steps cost you nothing but time, and they address the 3 biggest gaps school left behind: taxes, savings, and debt management. 2 people, same job, same $50,000 salary, same city, same rent, same starting point. Person A never learns how money works. They pay credit card minimums. They overpay taxes by about $1,500 a year because they miss deductions. They keep $5,000 in a regular savings account, earning almost nothing. They take out an 84-month car loan because the monthly payment looked affordable. After 10 years, Person A has paid over $45,000 in interest across all their debts. Their savings account has $5,200 after inflation adjustments. They're 35 years old and starting from scratch. Person B learns these lessons. They spend one weekend understanding their taxes and claim every deduction. That saves them $1,500 a year. They automate $200 a month into a high yield savings account, earning 4.5%. They pay $400 a month toward their highest interest debt and clear it in 3 years. Then they redirect that $400 into index fund investments, earning an average of 7% per year. After 10 years, person B has paid less than $12,000 in total interest. Their savings account holds $8,500. Their investments have grown to over $46,000. Person A, $5,200 and $45,000 in interest paid. Person B, $54,500 in combined savings and investments, and $33,000 less in interest paid. Same paycheck, same city, same starting line. The only difference is what person B learned that person A never did. This is not your fault. The system was never designed to teach you this. Schools graded you on essays and exams, but never on the one subject that follows you every single day of your life. But that ends now. You're not someone who doesn't understand money anymore. You're someone who was never given the chance to learn until today. And now that you know, you can't unknow it. That changes everything. Subscribe, because nobody else is going to teach you this.